All right, bud, you ready? Oh, you already sat without me telling you. Are you ready? Bodie down. Good boy. All right, here's one. Nope, sit. Down, down. Okay, that's a good boy. And one more for good measure, huh? One more for good measure. Sit. Okay, that's a good boy. I'll see you later, bud, okay? Hey guys, it is Whitney with Wandering Whittles, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go do a garden center tour. It is my favorite garden center in the entire world, and I will tell you why here in a little while. I'm sure you're probably guessing. But on the way out there, it takes about 10 minutes to get there from my home. On the way there, the drive, I'm going to do the plant tag. Plant a seed with Ash. Ash tagged me to do it, so I'm going to kind of knock it out while we drive. I think some of the questions in this plant tag will answer a lot about this garden center. You guys aren't already guessing what I'm referring to. So if you are wanting to skip right to the garden center tour, I will put the time stamp down below in the description box. So if you don't want to learn anything about me and you just want to go right to the plants, I get it. I am not offended, no hurt feelings. Just go to that timestamp and you'll be transported there. Okay, so let's go and get this party started, shall we? The first question is, when did you first get into houseplants? Well, this is going to answer a lot of questions for you guys, and this is going to answer the garden center thing too. So, if you guys didn't already know, my family owns a very large nursery and landscaping company and garden center. I worked there for close to 8 years. I started working there a year after I graduated from college, and then I left in 2017 to pursue nursing. So I actually, I helped open the garden center, I helped start it, build it, and then I ran it until 2017. So we opened it in 2011, and I was there till the summer of 2017. Helped with the marketing, and the general manager was actually one of my first employees, so that's pretty cool. I love talking to her and helping her in any way that I can. So to answer the question about when I first started getting into houseplants, it started probably when I started running the garden center. And just, I was opened up to the world of houseplants. I really didn't quite know much about houseplants. I knew a good amount for a 23-year-old, I think I was 23 or 24, about plants because my father is a nurseryman, you know? So we grew up going to nursery shows, trade shows. I might even be able to find a picture and insert it in this video for you guys. And also grew up learning about plants and how to ID lots of woody ornamentals and trees, shrubs, that kind of thing. So I know my fair share about plants as far as ID and such. So yeah, that's how I first started getting into houseplants. I hope that kind of answered it without being too long-winded. What is my oldest houseplant? Probably it's going to be a toss-up between two. A Sansevieria, so the first Sansevieria that I ever got, and my ponytail palm. I've had those for quite a while. Years probably, honestly. Probably 6 years. So, yeah, Sansevieria or ponytail palm. What was the first plant to really kickstart your collection? Well, that's easy. Sansevieria, duh. You guys all know I love Sansevieria. I think I've grown passionate about them because they're so easy to grow, especially in low light situations such as my townhome. So, yeah, Sansevierias for sure. What plants do you struggle to keep alive? Well, any plant that requires bright indirect sun, because that's not my house. No, in all seriousness, succulents, I can't grow succulents because the light situation. What else? Calatheas, you guys know that I broke up with calatheas. I will link the video either here or here, wherever it is. I broke up with calatheas. They're hard for me to grow. I don't feel like babying a plant that much, to be honest with you. I would like to enjoy them more than worried about what kind of water I'm giving it. So yeah, Calatheas, I gave up on them. What is the biggest mistake you've made with a plant? Okay, so going back to Calatheas, this was a couple years ago. There was one time when I got a bad outbreak of, I want to say it was either spider mites or scale or something. I can't remember if it was spider mites, scale, maybe mealybugs. And I decided to make my own insecticidal soap. Well, I think I went a little too heavy on the soap and the thing died, like straight up, like about 12 hours after I sprayed it on there, done. So that was probably a big learning lesson, and I learned a lot from that. I don't really know what I learned, but I learned a lot. So that's probably the biggest mistake that I have made with my houseplants. And probably a close second is having plants near a vent when you have the heat running in the winter. So I learned that too. I learned that the hard way. Sometimes that's not preventable though. What is the most expensive plant you've ever bought? That's gonna have to be my Sansevieria lancea. I think I paid, with tax, close to $100 for that. However, I will say this, I got it for cost. I put it on a houseplant order when the garden center was ordering something, and I paid for shipping on it, I paid tax, and I paid for the actual wholesale cost of the plant. And to answer, yes, it is still alive. That thing better still be alive. Goodness gracious, I spent a lot on it. I mean, seriously, it better still be alive. I do baby it though. I look at it every day too. I definitely inspect it every day. Do you have a certain variety or genus that you are drawn to? I bet you guys can guess this one, Sansevieria. I do like my Sansevieria. I like them because they're easy, they don't talk back to me, they love me back, and there's so many varieties. They're so easy. How can you not love them? Do you also garden outdoors? This is kind of this is going to be kind of a loaded answer, and what I mean by that is, I guess in a way I do, but we live in a townhome, so we have a very small backyard. So every spring I do get it ready to go. I mulch it. I put some new plants in it if I need to. I keep it cute, I guess. I keep it clean. But I don't do any vegetable gardening. I don't do any herbs, fruit, anything like that, just because I don't have the room. Now, if I had a lot of acreage, heck yeah, I'd have fruit trees and grapevines and maybe vegetables. I don't know. But I don't have the room right now, so it's really only a pipe dream. What is the coolest plant in your collection? I have so many. Coolest plant in my collection. I have to say right now, the coolest plant that I own is probably the Sansevieria lancea. Again, I know I talk about my Sansevierias a lot, but that's really what I can grow in my house, and I am enjoying them. So yeah, Sansevieria lancea, definitely the coolest plant that I own right now. What is the number one plant you want in your collection that you have not yet acquired? That's probably going to be, I don't know what I'm gonna say about that one, guys. I don't know. I'll get back to you because we're getting close to the nursery and I kind of want to flip this around. video. I hope you enjoyed the garden center tour of my family's garden center, Green Side Up, located in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I hope it got you guys excited to go venture out and take a look at some garden centers in your area, wherever that may be. And if you guys happen to be in the southeastern part of North Carolina, in particular Fayetteville, you should go check out Green Side Up. All right guys, as always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.